Hey guys, welcome back to Homeworld. The last time I did a Homeworld video, I can't remember. Yeah, you might be aware that I uploaded the first part of Homeworld 2 Remastered like a week or so ago. This is me getting started on it proper. I had some glitches with when I tried to record this, like all my settings were a bit messed up. So I'll just give you an overview of the settings. I've got everything bumped up to maximum. I've got the XFX channels right up to maximum. I've just tweaked some settings in the volume mixer for Homeworld Remastered in general, so it's a bit lower, so I can be heard. My video settings, I've got them up quite high. So I'm running this with really high graphics. So I've got it at 1920 by 1080. I've got it at 60 frames a second because I'm using a different capture tool for this. I'll talk about that in a second. But I don't have any frame sync because I don't need that. I've got my anti-aliasing up to about 4, I think it was 4, yeah. I know that if I set it too high, things start becoming hard to see on the sensors manager, I think particularly for Homeworld 1 Remastered. Texture quality is high, so is my texture limit. All the stuff's set up high, and I've also got the HDR bloom and rays, so you'll see like those fancy lens flare. Depth of field is turned off because it's just unnecessarily performance taxing. And I've got the motion blur off as well because I just look stupid. But I've got quite a lot of effects on, so I'm running this with a really high set of graphics. Somehow it's working perfectly fine. I'm using Shadowplay to record now because I've been using Fraps for years and years. I've still got it, but I was wanting to really kind of play the game and show it to you in the highest graphic quality that I could. So I'm recording with Shadowplay now on my graphics card, so it's working out really well. I mean, it really is. The only problem is that NVIDIA don't have a profile set in Shadowplay for Homeworld Remastered yet, so I'm having to use the desktop recording feature, so I don't actually see the frame rate counter at the moment. But I know it's working at 60 frames a second anyway. I started this and then it kind of buggered up because I couldn't see the subtitles, so let's get going. If this starts the cutscene, then I'll cut it out, but we'll see. So let's start. Yeah, it's going to do the cutscene. I'll cut that out because you've already seen that, and you don't need to see it again because it's in the previous part. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed my Homeworld 2 Let's Play. Anyway, I'll cut this bit out now. Right, so there we go. Cutscene done. If you don't know what the cutscene was, just look at the previous part because it goes through the whole opening cutscene that I've just cut out. So we are building a mothership, the Pride of Hiigara, and apparently it's to fight off a threat from the Vaygr, who are coming in at full force. This mission just plays out exactly like it does in the classic. In fact, the whole game plays out in the same way. There are some strategies that I'm going to be using slightly differently, so I'm going to be building a bit more fighters, like interceptors, rather than so many bombers and running out of resources. The amount of resources you do get is quite higher than normal, and I know that particularly by mission 6 or something like that, we'll have like a ridiculous number of RUs, meaning that harvesting is pointless. So as you can see, there's the ray effects, and there's the bloom, I think, you know, the lens flare. Don't know if you can see it, but there's a bit of it there. I can't remember what setting controls the lens flare. I think it's the bloom or
Resourcing
rays.
systems fully operational.
And they've got Karsajet and Michael, whatever his name is, from the previous game in for this
now.
now.
The
so
mothership's production capabilities.
there are a few lines that don't sound
Begin
right.
construction of a fighter facility subsystem.
I'm going to build the subsystem in a second. Now the UI has changed a bit from the originals. If you remember, the build menu was down the side here as it is at the moment, and the stuff was along the bottom, but it was quite crowded, so when you had it up to 1080p you still only saw a very small amount because everything else was blowing up in proportion. But the UI is a bit better for Homeworld 2 in my opinion. I don't really agree that it works for Homeworld 1 Remastered because I just think it's a bit not like what we're used to. Like in Homeworld 1, we remember it as being a minimalistic UI. You did see everything, and everything you needed was at a bottom menu that just disappeared. And so it's quite a bit of a crowded UI for Homeworld 1, but I've not really played much of Homeworld 1 because the balancing is just off. So that's why I'm doing Homeworld 2 instead. Because simply put, the fact is that Homeworld 1 uses the same engine as Homeworld 2 Remastered, and Homeworld 2 Remastered scaler doesn't work for Homeworld 1. I was watching a bit of Voland's, I think I spelled it right, Let's Play for that, and like in Mission 9 here is getting attacked by like tons and tons of assault frigates, which is wrong, because that's not what happens in Classic, so it's not working out properly. Research also doesn't really work out very well in Homeworld 1 Remastered either. Anyway, let's get on with building this fighting facility.
Production underway.
The mothership, as you can tell, doesn't move at this point. And there's only one other mission where it's not able to move either, but hopefully things will work out a bit better. Got some resources going, well, a resourcer getting some RUs for us here. I like the improved graphics for Homeworld 2, it just works in my opinion, but I just don't think it really works out for Homeworld 1 in any way. There are some sound glitches where if you go too close to some ships the sound keeps repeating even though it's supposed to have shut up. I'll try and ignore it, but there's an easy way to clear it anyway, so I'll try and use that as much as possible.
Mothership fighter facility complete. Fighter facility subsystem complete.
Good.
Engineering is online and ready for fighter production.
To test basic combat capabilities, construct an interceptor squadron.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'm going to try and build out 3 fighter squadrons.
Production underway.
Well, interceptor squadrons, sorry, because we get another one for no cost from Chimera Station anyway, so... I know that those people who have never played Homeworld will probably be getting a bit pissed off by me spoilering, but I'll try and keep the spoilers down to a minimum, but it's hard once you've played the game through and you've already played the game before anyway, so apologies for any spoilers I generate in this Let's Play. It's more a case of redoing my classic one, but in better quality and with better narration. And because I know that my Homeworld 2 classic Let's Play just sucked. I mean, it really did. It was low quality. It was only
complete.
It was only low quality anyway.
Combat trials. Perimeter Station Chimera will assist by providing target drones.
Yes.
The drones are located here.
Of course.
Use the interceptors to destroy the target drones.
Well, yeah. In my opinion, I kind of prefer. I can't remember the guy's name, but I preferred the fleet intelligence from Homeworld 2 Classic. I don't know why. I think it's just because after hearing a bit of the new FI's voice, it just sounds a bit forced. So I don't know why, but never mind.
Weapons set to full power.
One more fighter squadron to come, and then we'll be ready to go into battle with the target drones. Now, I'm not sure, but I think I mentioned it in the Classic, I can't remember, but that looks awfully like the Great Nebula of Kadesh, but we'll not go into too much detail about that, because, of course, I have to assume that everyone is playing this game after they played Homeworld 1 Remastered, or has only played this one.
Interceptor squadron complete.
Here we go.
Roger.
Interceptor squadron.
Group 1
Now, you might notice that this bit down here is really small. The scaler for the UI is not very good. It will make everything else is proportioned alright, but this bit down here is like absolutely tiny. So if I'm trying to pick out ships, you might see me going into the pause menu here and changing the scale just to read the numbers on them. So just be aware of that I do that quite a bit throughout the game, because that's the only thing that works, really. Anyway, we'll just let the resources continue to harvest. Actually, will we?
Docking underway.
We'll just give it a bit just to harvest the remaining resources, or just a few more. Oh, hell with it, let's just fight.
Moving to intercept.
At the beginning, it's not too difficult for the forces, but we'll get bombers, don't worry. Once that goes in, we'll be okay. Nope, bit of lag there, I don't know what. Sometimes it's just random lag, but nothing too major. It wasn't like a Classic where it was caused by fraps. I'm not using that, as I say. I'm using Shadowplay because it's far better for keeping a stable frame rate of 60 all the time.
Reports victory.
Coordinates confirmed.
Let's just move that over there. Oh, cutscene. And I'll try not to talk through the cutscenes either.
Attention, Tanis Control. This is Perimeter Station Chimera. We have multiple unidentified units detected. Signal indicates Vaygr bomber strike force. This is a scramble alert. All pilots to their stations.
Well, it kind of looks like we're being found out, hasn't it? No matter, we get a squadron of interceptors for no cost.
Chimera base. This is Blue Leader. Enemy units locked in.
The music track has changed a bit as well. Some tracks aren't the same because they remastered all the tracks as well.
Tanis is under attack. All forces to combat alert. This is not a test. Interceptors have been launched from Chimera. The enemy must be eliminated.
Of course they
all
must be.
interceptors
The Vaygr
to
assault
destroy the
force.
Vaygr bombers.
Right. Let's go into battle then.
Attack coordinates locked in.
It's just bombers, and then that's just it. It's just bombers. And they're only going to focus on Chimera Station, so you don't need to worry too much about things. But the track has changed a little bit. For example, there's no alternative Vaygr battle track, and the tracks are just slightly different as well. But never mind. Let's just blow them up.
Weapon set to full power.
Well, that's Chimera Station under attack, isn't it? It just took half damage. My word. Does it actually die, or will it just pretend to die? Because that seemed to go down too quickly, in my opinion.
Copy.
Oh, they're on my tail of my interceptors instead. Okay, that's taking no damage at all. Okay, good.
Group
Once we're
1
done with this,
standing by.
we'll be able to
Show no mercy.
defend the Pride of Hiigara instead.
Group 1.
None of the strike
enemy.
groups work either. None of these work. I figure if you remember
Chimera Station
in
is offline.
Homeworld 1 Remastered, that they had the formations, but
The
they don't
Vaygr
work.
have reached the Tanis perimeter.
Damn
The
it.
mothership is under attack. We cannot stay here any longer.
Well, of course you
Emergency
can't.
launch underway.
These crews, stand by for emergency launch.
Of course.
Roger that, Tanis.
Oh, come on, fighters, come in. They should be trying to do something while I'm kind of watching this cutscene.
Primary couplings released.
She's looking good.
Some of these lines seem to have been cut from Homeworld 1 Remastered, in my opinion. But never mind.
The mothership has cleared Tanis.
Good.
We are away.
That was kind of stolen from other parts as well, but never mind.
Multiple enemy reinforcements detected. Estimated time before contact, 2 minutes. Begin construction of attack bombers immediately.
Yes.
Bombers will be required
course
to
they will.
defend the mothership.
Well, let's just take out the fighters
Attack
first.
vector laid in.
Come on.
Show no mercy.
Let's build a couple of
Production
bombers.
underway.
2 bomber squadrons will be enough. And there's only one frigate here at the moment, this heavy missile frigate. Oh god, that looks so nice. I'm not actually sure what it's trying to achieve, but it won't actually succeed in whatever it's trying to
Target
achieve.
confirmed.
There's only one more resource pocket left, and that'll be all resources used up, unfortunately. Bombers are going down fairly
Aggressive
quickly, though, so we don't have to worry.
confirmed. Fire at will.
Hurry up, bomber squadron, get out here. I'll have to put in another
Production
interceptor
underway.
squadron as well.
Moving to intercept.
Let's just set our interceptors to deal
Bomber
with this.
squadron complete.
Now the grouping I'm going to use is interceptors on group 1, group 2 is going to be my bombers, group 3 will be my corvettes, group 4 will be frigates, and then it'll just kind of go up in a sequential numbering order to separate everything out clearly. If that makes sense.
Show no mercy.
So what I'll leave here with 5 interceptor squadrons and 2 bombers. Should be able to do that
Group
fairly
2
easily.
reporting.
Come on. Come on, bomber squadron, why are you not dying? For goodness sake.
Reporting.
Bomber squadron complete.
Ah, there we go.
Resources exhausted.
Yeah, that's all
Target.
resources used up.
Group 2 copies. Roger.
Group 2 reinforced.
Weapons set to full power. Moving to intercept.
Priority
Copy.
alert.
Group 2.
The Vaygr are using hyperspace gates.
Unfortunately, it's under
If
attack.
they are not destroyed, the enemy will deploy reinforcements through them.
Of course
These
it will.
gates must be destroyed.
Well, that's kind of what the point is, isn't it? Let's see if we can destroy this gate fairly quickly.
Standing by.
Group 1.
Oh, there's the enforcements coming in. Let's see if we can deal with this threat. There we go.
Aggressive tactics confirmed.
Fire at will. Group 2 standing by.
Now, I'm not going to try and destroy all of the gates right now,
Squadron complete.
otherwise things will go a bit awkward and pear-shaped.
Group 2 reports enemy contact.
Let's just group them into group 1. We've got 600 resources, that'll do.
Reporting.
In the next
Group
mission
1
we'll get
reinforced.
like plenty of them anyway, so it's not like it's a big deal.
Target confirmed. Show no mercy.
Mothership.
The only thing I don't like about Homeworld 2 is the fact you can select enemy fighters just to see their own stats, which is kind of pointless in my opinion.
Show no mercy.
I'll leave they only sent out one in
Group 1 reporting.
Thingamabob, so we don't need to worry too much.
Group
But that
2
one can be
reporting.
destroyed then.
Attack vector laid in. Group 1. Copy.
There we go, one gate down.
Gate destroyed. Destroy all the remaining hyperspace gates.
They will be destroyed, don't worry.
Moving to intercept.
And Pride of Hiigara can help, I suppose,
Weapons set
but
to full
not
power.
very well.
Group 1 standing by.
So let's see how this goes.
Group 2 copies.
Let's just send them in.
Target. Aggressive tactics.
Somehow we are
confirmed.
not losing
Fire
anything
at
to
will.
these bombers, I think,
Group
because they're focusing on everything but
1. Target confirmed.
B, so that helps. Let's see how this goes. There we go. Another squadron to go
Target
down.
confirmed.
Bombers are dealing with the stuff here. I don't think we have any more reasons. Well, we have one more squadron of either, but that's about it. In terms of we can build either one more interceptor squadron or one more bomber squadron, but we'll not worry about that just yet. The reason we want 2 bomber squadrons is because if we don't have enough bombers for the next mission, we won't do very well. But I'll not go into too much detail about that here because we're almost done with this mission, thank God. And let's just use the remaining shits that we've got to deal with this last hyperspace gate. Which seems to have had an increase in activity in terms of shields, but never mind. Interceptors don't do much damage, but they're good for kind of just getting in really fast if you want to do that. Bombers will do the last ditch effect. And there we go.
Long-range sensors have detected multiple enemy signals converging on Tanis.
Yeah, we have to leave,
All
don't we?
ships initiate docking procedures
Well, that's
and stand
first
by
mission
for
done,
hyperspace.
and yeah, it didn't go too badly. My strategy's working. I'm just going to try and keep the same strategy going if I can. I will run out of resources though early on, but never mind.
The Vaygr have arrived.
Of course they have. Oh god, they're coming out with their destroyers and frigates. Even a battle cruiser is getting it. Now let's just hope they don't destroy my fighters while they're at it.
Emergency hyperspace
Come on.
procedures
Come on,
initiated.
Doc. I'll see you in the next mission then, folks. Thanks for watching mission 1, and we'll see you in mission 2. Bye now.
Tanis base has been destroyed. The Vaygr have launched a massive invasion. Hiigaran outposts are falling all across the inner rim. The crew of the mothership is making an emergency departure, and planetary defense systems are standing by. Before we can mount a counterattack, we must rendezvous with the mothership's crew. We will exit hyperspace in the shadow of the Angel Moon. A rally point has been established at this location. Prepare for enemy contact.